Hello boys and girls, today we're going to make a sunflower using a pinch pot and a coil to combine those two together and create a sunflower. I have my Model Magic, I have a pencil, and I have a plastic fork to help create texture. So you're going to take your Model Magic and you're going to open it up, and if you have a hard time opening it, you can always use a pair of scissors and just cut across the top and tear it down along that back edge. And you're going to take your Model Magic out and you're going to tear off a good piece of it, and you're going to put that to the side. And this bottom part, you're going to roll it into a ball or a sphere, because we're thinking about form. We're creating a sphere, a three-dimensional shape or form. So we're going to take our sphere, we're going to place it on our mat, and we're going to take our thumb and press down into the center of the Model Magic. We don't want to go all the way through because that will create a hole, and we want it to make a little bowl or a little pinch pot. So to pinch our pinch pot, we're going to take our thumb and press it towards our fingers gently. And then we're going to turn our clay and press towards our fingers again. Turn it, press, turn, press, turn, press, so that we have pressed all the way around, and we can place our bowl on the mat and press around again. We can stretch out the sides a little bit if we want to. We do want it to look like a bowl, so we don't want it to be too flat or too wide. We want it to be a little bowl. So try not to stretch it out too much because that will make it too wide. All right, now that I have my little bowl, I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to take my extra Model Magic that I tore off earlier, and I'm going to press it in my hand and turn it, and that's going to make it become long and kind of cylindrical. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this, turn this into a coil. So I'm going to have my hand on my mat, and I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to roll them all the way to the palm of my hand with the clay underneath. And I'm going to make sure that I'm rolling from one side of the clay to the other side. If I stay in one place, it'll make that one little area too thin and the rest will be too thick. We want it to be the same on all sides. So going from one end to the other, making it nice and long. It's going to look like a snake. It's called a coil, and it looks like a snake. All right, now that I have my clay about the size of both of my hands, if I were to connect them together, I'm going to take a little piece at the end, and I'm just going to pinch that piece off. And I'm going to take the top of that piece and I'm going to pinch it together, and then I'm going to take my two fingers the other direction. So these two are side by side. These two are up and down. I'm going to pinch it up and down so that it creates this little petal that we're going to place on the top of our pinch pot to create the petals for our sunflower. I'm going to do that all the way. So pinch the top, press on the bottom, and then attach my sunflower petal and do that all the way around. So pinch, and I'm going to roll that extra piece underneath and then press it down so it looks more like a little petal, and press it onto the sunflower. Pinch, pinch, roll that little piece underneath to create a petal shape, and press it on. Pinch, press, pinch, pinch that, roll this part underneath and press down, pinch, make that nice and even, press it on, Starting to look like a sunflower. Press it. You want them to be about the same size, so make sure that they look even all the way around. And then one more, last one. Pinch and press it on. We have our nice sunflower that we created. Now we're gonna add some details to our sunflower. So we're gonna draw some little lines in each of the petals. And I'm holding it under with my fingers as I press into the top of the petals. Turning it, adding those lines. And then I can take my fork and I can just press gently around for the inside, because this is where the sunflower has its seeds. So we want to add little dots for the little seeds that are inside the sunflower. All the way around to the end, to the bottom. And you can see little sunflowers, petals. And now what you can do is you can wait for this to dry. And once it dries, you can use markers or watercolor paint, and you can paint it in and make it look so beautiful. And there we go, boys and girls. I hope that you enjoy creating your sunflowers. We'll see you soon.